All right, thanks for logging on. Let's just go over the homework here real quick. First problem, kind of something we were talking about in class, is just area and perimeter. There are multiple ways to break up this shape here. As you see, you can make squares and rectangles. Um, I would think the easiest way to break it down would be coming across this way and coming down here and having your three little rectangles. Remember to label your sides, especially when we're going to have to do our perimeter here. So just to help you out, if you know that this length was 10, you see the 3 and the 4 above, that means that this new side is 7 centimeters. So 10 minus 7 would make this side 3 centimeters. So up here we can go ahead and label that 3 centimeters. And then you have the side here to the right. If the full length here is 10 and we're coming up 5 there, now knowing that you split this in half, you know that this is a side of 2. So coming up here, you know that this is a side of 3. So now you know that this side here is 7 centimeters. So when you go to add all those up for your perimeter, make sure you don't forget the side up here and the side over here. Um, again, don't forget the label. Um, again, centimeters squared. Easy points taken off on our next test in centimeters. The next question is a little bit complicated. Um, it's label two different rectangles, each with a perimeter of 20 units. Do the rectangles have the same area? There are at least 5 different rectangles you could label or more. Um, but again, remember that the perimeters have to be 20 units. So I'll give you one for example. If you had, the book said 5 by 5, which isn't a rectangle, it's a square. But again, you would have a perimeter of 20, and the area of this shape would be 25. Again, remember the label units squared. So again, think of other dimensions that can get the perimeter. Remember, perimeter's on the outside, so everything on the outside is going to have to equal 20. Um, just play around. You only need 2. You can use mine and try to get another one on your own. And then you're supposed to explain your thinking. We don't have a line down here, so again, um, just one little statement down here. If you can write, do the rectangles have the same areas? Yes or no, and that would be good enough for us. 248 is using our base 10 blocks you drew in your journals in class on Tuesday. Um, it doesn't really matter. There's more than one shape. We're just trying to get the largest possible perimeter. So play around. Remember, it says you're going to use 100 block, 310 blocks, not as accurate, and then 6-1 blocks. Again, you can draw them out. If you can't figure it out, come to class and we'll give you a set. Um, Combining all those together, how could you get the greatest perimeter? Just give us a sketch. You can go draw it upwards. You can draw it long ways. Doesn't really matter. Just do your best to get try to get a large perimeter. Moving on to 249, we're giving you the data here. You're supposed to create a histogram. So look, number of family members between 0 and 3. Let's just take a look at our chart. Um, Flipping through here, how many times does it pop up? Um, there's 2 and there's 3. So it looks like again this is 0 to 3. So we're not going to include that first 3 in our first column. We're going to include it in the 3 to 6. So there's only the 2 right there. So we're just going to go up 1 for the 0 before 3. And then looking at the next box, we have the 3, we have the 4, we have the 5 and the 5. We're not include the 6. So we're going to go up to 4 and down. Finish out the next 2. Um, answer the question about the range. So where do they most commonly occur? Um, and then again, answer our question here: do the families that are much larger or much smaller than other families? Doesn't have to be too complicated. Just give us your best answer again. We just want to know what you're thinking. Again, consider our units. For instance, if you were traveling from Washington State to Washington, D.C., what would you do? There's two here. You can do kilometers if you're Canadian, like my family, you'd use those. Or you can measure them in miles. You can put more than one answer. Um, Again, just pick one. You can pick two. You can pick three. It doesn't really matter. Just do those for the ones below. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any more help, need any more help, just let us know. Come see us in the morning. I'm always in the hallway by the art room. I also put a link on before for our Google Classroom. If you have free time, go ahead and try to log into that. There's the code. Um, I'll be posting the videos, answer keys, and blank worksheets on the Google Classroom for now, and probably more to come. So check it out. And thanks for watching.